Okay, guys, I'm really excited to talk to you about this one today. We've got the new meta for having AI understand your blueprint graphs. And if you've worked with blueprints before, you know that your graphs can get very messy very quickly. And if you're trying to take a screenshot of a graph that's just absolutely massive, your AI is going to have no idea how to interpret everything and get everything correct. So to resolve this issue, we've done a couple of things, but the first I just want to describe to you is just the basic how to get AI to understand your blueprint. And let's assume that it's just a small amount of code here. So let's just take this event any damage, very basic setup here, small amounts of blueprints, a couple of or just one variable, and we're just going to go Control C. So we're just going to copy that on your keyboard, Control C. And what that does is it copies the blueprint into text, actually. So if I open up my notepad here, I can literally Control V, and you'll see. Now the problem you'll notice right away is this came out to be 36,000 characters just for that small amount of blueprint here. Now, the key is not everything in here is actually necessary. So the good news is we can strip out a lot of those extra characters that the AI doesn't even need to see or care about. So first, before we get into compressing that, I want to show you a website. It's called blueprintue.com. And now that we have that code already copied, I'm just going to go in here. If you go to this website, I'm going to go into the blueprint section and I'm going to Control V. I'm going to paste that in there and I'm just going to title this test. And then I'm just going to do create just to see this in action. So as you can see, it literally copied perfectly my exact graph. Now you'll notice things like, well, it even got the location right. So does the AI really need to know the exact location of where in the graph the health variable was? No, and that's sort of what we're stripping out of the program that I'm about to show to you that we created, which is it'll strip out anything that isn't necessary. So the really awesome part about Blueprint UE is that you can actually look at what other people have created. So for example, if I go back to the create blueprint section and let's just say somebody created this, I don't know what this is. Let's just take a look at it. They created something here. Well, now I have access to be able to see this. I can literally copy this. If someone else did some work here, I can now copy just the same as I did within the Unreal Editor, Control C, and I can use this as though it's my own. I can go back to Notepad and Control Alt just to copy everything and then paste over it. And now I have somebody else's work copied into my Notepad. And so what I can do with this is go to my AI, right? I have Claude open now, Claude Desktop, and I can literally paste this in. I can say, I probably shouldn't use this because this is completely out of context. I really have no idea what this one is, but if I go back to my own, I have a better understanding of at least what this is, so I'll know if it's right or wrong. I'll just say, what is, or describe what is going on with this blueprint graph. And I'm just gonna see what it comes up with here to see how accurate it can be. And let's just see what it generates here. Okay, so as you'll see, it ended up being extremely accurate. It even picked up on the fact that it's the BP third-person character blueprint. If I open the project back up, that's exactly what it is. Third-person character, just the default template. I just sort of put these nodes in myself. If we go back to it, event any damage is an over. So it was very specific. It understood exactly what it was. And the only small problem was it took a while to answer that. And I think it's because there was a lot of text there. It took a while to read everything. And what I'm really excited about is this free tool that I've included in the description below. There's both a public domain, netkade.com/blueprint, and you can use that anytime. I'll leave the website up. Or if you feel more comfortable, you could also just download the code locally to use on your own computer. So you can use that going forward. Anytime you want to feed your blueprint graphs into AI, I would strongly recommend this over trying to take screenshots, which might be blurry or the AI might not be able to read or comprehend, this has a much better chance of being understood by the AI. So let's talk about it a little bit. This is just locally on my computer right now. I'm going to make this a publicly available on netcade.com/blueprint. But for now, let's just test this out. So we have the same blueprint code copied. I'm just going to paste it here. And you can see in real time, it just automatically shortened it. So in the in characters, same amount, 36,000, but the out now it's only 11,000, right? And so let's just copy this and go back to the AI and say, do you still understand what this is? And I'm just going to copy and paste and see if it still understands what's going on. And it understands completely. It's the same graph as before, and it has the node positions and GUIDs shortened, so or stripped, things that just aren't as relevant for the AI understanding what's going on. So again, it's still extremely accurate. It understands what's going on. I'm still going to create new versions of this, so I'll try to make it as good as I can. But right now, I think it's stripping out virtually, what is that, about 2/3 of the total characters, while the AI still understands what's going on. You can use this, as you can imagine, for extremely large graphs. I think most AI can probably understand maybe 100, maybe 200,000 characters in one prompt. So yeah, you can definitely use this as a meta going forward for your blueprint prompt. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Again, go to netcade.com/blueprint. It's free. You don't need to sign up or anything like that. There's nothing to install. You can see here, just copy and paste your blueprint nodes in. You'll get it back out in a much shorter character amount. And I'm going to be creating a lot of Unreal C++ videos going forward, including full enjoy projects. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe if this was helpful for you. And join the Netcade Discord. I'm interested to see what you're creating.